Hello, this is Grandmaster Ted Gambardella, and I want to ask you a question. Have you ever gotten really excited about something and really motivated after hearing a great speech or reading a great book on positive mental attitude or goal setting or how to succeed in business, only to find out the next day you suddenly didn't have that inspiration anymore? I bet you have. And you know why you have? Because positive mental attitude doesn't work. Remember what I said in my last lecture, nothing great has ever been achieved by positive mental attitude. Everything great has been achieved by hard work and an obsessive mental attitude. And today I want to ask you a few questions and discuss some things with you about how you can develop an excessive mental attitude and what it would mean for you in your job, in your profession, in your life. Now, we all have obsessions, and the very reason you are where you are in your life right now is that you have never pursued anything that would make you successful with an obsessive mental attitude. Let me rephrase that and say it again so you can understand it. The reason you don't have $1 million in the bank right now is that you have never pursued making $1 million with an obsessive mental attitude. The reason you don't have a world championship or have set a world record is that you have never pursued setting world championships or making world championships or setting world records with an obsessive mental attitude. The reason that you don't have the success in your business that you want right now is that you have never pursued business success with an obsessive mental attitude. What you have done is pursue business success or wealth or fame with a half-hearted attitude. A P.M.A. attitude that some days you feel real good and you really work hard to be successful, and some days you don't work very hard. Why is that? Because no one can stay positive very long, because positive attracts negative. If you're relying upon feeling good to get the job done, you're not going to get the job done. You're not going to get the job done in work. You're not going to get the job done in sports. You're not going to get the job done in life. The only thing that will allow you to pursue something when you don't feel like it, when you don't feel motivated, when you don't feel good, is an obsession. Obsessive mental attitude. When you are obsessed with success, when you are obsessed with creating wealth, you will work hard 24 hours a day to create that wealth. You know, Jerry Jones is obsessed with the Dallas Cowboys. I read an interview which just frankly shocked me. He sleeps 2 to 4 hours a night. And yet he feels great because he's so excited. He is so obsessed with the Dallas Cowboys. He can't even sleep. Not because he doesn't want to sleep or because he couldn't sleep if he wanted to. He doesn't want to sleep because he's obsessed with getting up and working hard to make the Dallas Cowboys a success. Jerry Jones is obsessed with the Cowboys being the #1 sports franchise in the world today, and he's done it. He's outclassed everybody in the world with the Texas Stadium. With this new Cowboy Death Star Stadium, it's the biggest indoor facility in the world. And there's 5 other stadiums that have been built within the last 2 or 3 years that look like chump change compared to Jerry Jones's obsession with the Dallas Cowboys. Let me give you a great example to finish this little lecture off right now. My son's a state wrestling champion, and one of the most famous wrestlers in the history of the world, or history of America, is Dan Gable. He won every single match he had in high school and college except his last one. He won 9 straight championships in a row. He won with his team over and over again. And whenever he would interview prospective players to wrestle for him, prospective wrestlers to wrestle for him, he used to have them spend a couple of days with him. And during that time he would ask them, well, what do you think you want to do? You want to go see a movie? What do you think about the football game? He would ask them just questions all day long. If they ever one time said, yeah, I'd like to go see a movie, or yeah, I watched the Cowboy game, or I did this, he didn't put them on the team. All he wanted to talk about 24 hours a day was wrestling. That's what he woke up thinking about. That's what he went to bed sleeping about. And if you wanted to wrestle for Dan Gable, you thought about wrestling and winning state and national championships 24 hours a day. That's what an obsessive mental attitude can do for you. That's what O.M.A. can do for your life. How would you like, as a business owner, to have obsessed people working with you to make your business successful? How would you like, as a business person, to be obsessed with your job? I can teach you. Get my book on Obsessive Mental Attitude and you'll learn all you need to know to develop an obsession with success. You'll learn how easy it is to develop an obsession, and more importantly, once you develop that obsession, you'll never again have to worry about failing, because failure will not be an option when 24 hours a day you are obsessed with the success of your business and of your life. This is Grandmaster Ted Gambardella. I'll see you the next time.